Hello, you fellow minions across the globe. How are you doing today? Hopefully, you are keeping well. I actually mean that because I actually mean it when I say it. So, and I ask it and everything. Goodness me, it's late. So, a few months ago, well, it was technically a few months ago, I think. It was in March when I asked this. I asked something on my Twitter. I believe it went something like this. Okay, peeps, it's time for another Q&A. Ask as many questions you have. I will respond in a Q&A video, and yes, I will be honest in my answers. Very. So, with that being said, I've got a couple of people who actually asked me some questions, which I'm very grateful for, because it's really nice to have interaction on my YouTube and my Twitter, because my Twitter seems to be a bit dead usually when I try to interact with people. It's unusual, that, isn't it? Not to mention infuriatingly stupid, but still. Alright then, but enough about that. Let's get into the questions that was asked to me, yeah? And let's give these Twitter folk some love back and some attention. Okay, so the first one was from Ray Killam. Hello, Rage Queen. He says, "Hey Doc, what are your thoughts on the whole corona epidemic? You keeping well?" My thoughts on the whole coronavirus or COVID-19, I'm somewhat of a scientist myself when I say COVID-19. I'm a bit of a scientist like that. I feel really smart saying it, you know what I mean? Yeah. For those of you that don't know, COVID-19 actually stands for Coronavirus 2019. That's when it was out. Because I was watching a bit of a documentary on Netflix on the coronavirus, and it was really okay. It had one episode. I do recommend it. It's only about 23 minutes long. It's not like 40 minutes, so it was actually watchable. I found it a little bit hard to watch in certain areas because of certain diseases and certain like smallpox, Ebola, and other things like that have been terrorizing humans for quite a long time now in human history of living on this diseased planet. Well, it's been more disease lately because of humans and what they're doing and everything, economical wise. It's going off the question. Stay with it. I'm going to lose it. Stay with it. I've almost lost it. Yeah. So when I was watching a documentary, I think it's a documentary. It's just a epidemic thing. I was learning quite a bit about how viruses break out, or this specific one. It's good to really be prepared for these things, and it's really important to actually act fast. The longer you leave it, the more people are going to get exposed. The more people are exposed, they're going to get ill, and more deaths on a global epidemic is just disgusting and unfortunate. So, what are my thoughts on this coronavirus? My thoughts are that it's unfortunate, and I don't really feel that people are respecting the social distancing laws or policies or whatever you want to call it, or just the common sense of things, of staying at home, looking after yourselves, being contained, because I've seen a lot of these people out in their little protesting marches that coronavirus ain't real and all this rubbish. I mean, how much of a stupid brain must you have to the fact that it sounds like you're just ignoring the fact that this is an epidemic, it's global, and the fact that many thousands of people have lost their lives due to this COVID-19. And you get people out here that are still not doing their social distancing, they're still ignoring the laws or whatever it is. And the fact is, I'm like thinking, well, you're an idiot. You're an idiot if you ignore the laws of actually wanting to stay home. No one wants to stay home 24/7, but we have to. It's not like as if you're the only people that are struggling. Everyone's struggling with this. You know what I mean? So when I was learning about how these coronaviruses, this coronavirus was spread, it was quite scary. Animals could be involved with that. After what I was looking at, there was quite a bit of information on that, so my memory's a bit jumbled with all sorts of things processing that. My thoughts on it, it's really unfortunate that we actually had to have another virus epidemic or something as dangerous as this. I really feel sorry for the families that have lost their loved ones. I really do feel sorry for people that have just lost their friends and their lives have been brought to a halt because of this virus. I mean, some people who I've known, their lives have been brought to a halt, like wedding plans and plans to go on holiday and things like that. It's really unfortunate, yes, but stick with the policies let's call them laws. Stick with the laws that are going to help you keep safe, social distancing and keep yourself quarantined. The sooner these things take place like that, the better we probably will get out this virus alive. You know, there's no guarantee that we're all going to survive, but it seems to be going well so far. I'm not exactly surprised that the virus has been an epidemic, to be honest, because I don't know, there's something about me with my outlook on humans is that it may not have been a human thing, may not have been, but the way humans are going about it, it just angers me sometimes. The way stupid idiots are still ignoring all these safeguards that you should actually be taken to actually minimise the spread of the coronavirus, and idiots are just... when I mentioned earlier about people protesting, holding up their billboards and things, I saw it on the news. It's really stupid. I won't mention what country it's from, because I don't want to make a certain country look bad, but pretty sure if you watch the news, you'll probably know what country I'm referring to. But when I saw it, I was like, are you stupid? How dumb can you be just to do that? Saying the coronavirus isn't real, or it's not as bad as people say it is. Yeah, because a lot of people losing their lives, going into the thousands numbers here, is nothing bad, is it? It's not like as if that's a big deal to many people, is it? I mean, you're not the one suffering from it because you haven't lost anyone. But there's a really reason why you're still going out there with your bloody head banners and just walking around. No coronavirus, no coronavirus, no, it's not real. Shut up, shut up, get out. So my thoughts on the coronavirus, I think it's really unfortunate, but I do believe that safeguards have to be taken in place to... These safety measures have to be in effect. You know, no one's going to like staying at home. I've been at home for the past 9 weeks. Minus from the times I go out shopping, of course. That's only been about 3 or 4 times within these past 9 weeks. But, you know, it's for my own health, and, you know, I'll just follow the guidelines. So, wash my hands a lot. I've always washed my hands. And I've always had this thing about washing my hands because I was a bit of a germaphobe when I was growing up, because I didn't really like interacting with people that were coughing and sneezing all over their hands and not washing them. You know, I've had people cough and sneeze all over my control pads growing up, and I've actually had to wash them. And, you know, I try not to break the controller, but it was just really disgusting. And I guess you could say I was a bit of a germaphobe, but I like keeping my hands clean. I like keeping my hands clean. You know, the amount of times I touch my face or scratch or remove water from my eyes with my hands, it's important to keep your hands clean and your body clean. And when you cough, please cover your mouth. When you sneeze, cover your mouth. You know, germs can linger on for surfaces for hours, especially if you don't clean it, or if you don't disinfect your whatever it is you're on. Could be a TV, could be a pole, could be sturdy board and whatnot. Goodness me, I've gotten quite into this, haven't I? But yeah, people just need to learn how to keep clean. It's not really that hard, is it? We live in the 21st century, I think. 21st century, that's pretty cool. And the 20th century, 21st, who cares? In 2020, people need to be taught how to use proper manners, proper healthcare. Kind of like, if you don't keep your hands clean, you're going to be spreading all sorts of things. 1, 2, 3 in terms of common sense there, and some people just don't follow it. So when people don't follow these guidelines and are making it worse for everybody else, that's what angers me. I hate it when people do that. People are so stupid and dumb. Some of them, oh my goodness, they do my absolute nutting. They really do. But that's my thoughts on the coronavirus. I think it's a really unfortunate thing that's happened. You know, with human records and things like that, there's been all sorts of diseases and viruses that have plagued the earth for many years, and unfortunately this one just came around in 2019. And you know, I actually have so much admiration for the medical team, the NHS, the National Health Service, by the way, and people that work in the medical science and field and things like that, working for a cure, well, not a cure, like a vaccine, working around the clock to help so many people, NHS staff working their socks off to saving human lives. I mean, they deserve a magnificent round of applause for that, man, big time. The amount of sheer brilliance that these doctors and nurses have to go through, and just to help people that are suffering, you know, big up to them. You have my applause, absolutely. So that's my thoughts on the coronavirus. And how am I? From Raycon? Yeah, I'm keeping well, thank you. I'm not doing too bad. As I said, I've been locked in lockdown, well, quarantining myself. So I need to get back onto my working out. I need to do my exercises again. I've been feeling a lot of a lack of motivation to do stuff lately. Maybe it's because of the way things are, and I've been at home a lot. Getting quite bored playing on my PS4 and Xbox One, as I've said before. Maybe it's just I'm not really playing with any of my mates or something like that. But even if I was, that could spice a few things up for me. But that's my PS4 and Xbox One. And I can't find my Switch plug, so that's annoying. So I can't play on my Switch, so I need to order a new plug. Other than that, I've been keeping myself a little bit busy at home, doing some housework and things. I have been trying to make new content for my YouTube account. It's kind of hard because I'm actually trying to brainstorm what sort of content to make. And I really should be sticking to what is on my channel trailer, Virtual Archives, Hello YouTuber, Virtual Notes, Wednesday, Virtual Thoughts, Vlogs. I need to get back into vlogging. I miss my vlogs. I'm trying to find stuff to vlog about. Health-wise, I'm keeping well. I'm actually keeping well. You know what I mean? I've been away from other people and stuff like that. And when I go out, I wear gloves. Always wear gloves, especially when I do my shopping. I'm not touching that shopping trolley. I don't know whose hands have been over it, who's been coughing and stuff. So it's always important that I wear gloves, and I still wash my hands after when I come back. So I've been keeping myself clean. I have been trying to get back into playing the guitar, so that should be interesting. Ding, 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 ding. But yeah, thank you very much, Ray. Hopefully you are keeping well. Thank you very kindly for your questions, Ray. How are you keeping, and what are your thoughts on this coronavirus? Let me know in the comments section. I look forward to hearing from you. Okay, and the next question is from Pete. All right, Pete, mate. It says, do you feel like the PS5 and Xbox Series X will bring you back to modern gaming? It's a good question. It's a really good question. Who knows, really? The damage has been done for my liking of modern gaming with the PS4 and Xbox One. I'm not counting the Switch because that's actually quite fun, right? For me, I don't think it's more or less. I noticed that you mentioned these two consoles, the PS5 and the Xbox. No mention of Nintendo, because Nintendo, for me, I always love their games, big time. You know, there's so much good stuff with Nintendo, but with the Xbox and the PS5, I'm probably gonna say no, it won't, because if I can have a few minutes to explain myself with just thought out things on the spot here, the damage has been done in terms of what this generation has done. You know, what I've made videos about me not liking the PS4. I called it the fail station 4. Not many people enjoyed that, but I'm not on here to please everyone. I'm here to just be myself. I understand that people have their likings with the PS4 and the Xbox One, but for me, I'm trying to find games to enjoy, and the games that I've played, the only games that I really like playing on is probably Overwatch and a few other minor games, you know what I mean? I've got a few more games to explore with this, but I think it's just modern gaming, you know, when it's current gen, modern and probably future, it feels a bit stale to me. It feels rather like a chore that I'm trying to enjoy these games when I should be out and about purchasing games left, right and centre because I really love gaming. But I mean, last generation with the PS3 360 and the Wii, I mean, I really enjoyed the Wii. I really enjoyed that console. The games for it was fun, innovative with the Wii motion controls. I really enjoyed that. Kept me off my bum, and did some exercising. It was really good fun. I've had good times with the Wii. No problems there. PS3 was online, PlayStation Home, and they had quite a few games that I particularly enjoyed. Same with the Xbox 360. You know, again, nothing was too out of the open and trying to be too impressive. But games these days, now, I'm not really interested in playing them. I mean, I find these games that I don't just listen to reviews and things like that, or spoilers from games, which is quite stupid. But by the way, people who spoil games, you're absolute idiots, because you're just ruining it for the rest of us. I got spoiled by The Last of Us 2, I mean, I was hoping to play the first one, then move on to the second one, but I'll still play them. But I know what to expect now. With the Xbox, next door neighbours, with the PS5 and the Xbox Series, here's the thing. They're probably going to be fantastic consoles. They're probably going to have amazing, groundbreaking AAA and indie games for them. Yes, they're probably going to have that. But there's something about the next gen that I'm not particularly interested in. And I think that's just next gen as a whole. These games can be as big and as impressive as anything that gaming can give. But if I don't particularly like the games that I'm playing, that's not my fault. See, I play these games, right, that I've been playing on the PS4 and Xbox One, and if I don't like them, I don't like them. You know what I mean? I can't come up with some sort of magical answer or some sort of innovatively awesome, in-depth description like a in-depth scientist would actually say on a particular subject as to why I should like these games because everyone else is liking them. I have a really blunt view of modern gaming right now, and I'm not enjoying it. I'm not enjoying it because I don't really find it particularly enjoyable. With retro gaming, I've got hundreds of games in my collection, games I've never played before, and I look forward to trying those out than I do getting the new stuff. And that's that. You know what I mean? Because not just because they're retro. Some people will say, "Oh, because you're just being a nostalgia head." Yeah, not necessarily, because these games I've never played on before. I've got games in my collection I've never played, and I really look forward to trying them out for the first time. And I look forward to seeing what these games have to offer, even though that they're obsolete, old, or just not really relevant to people, but they're relevant to me because they're video games and I'm a gamer. See, I don't really feel like the Xbox Series X or the PS5 at this particular moment in time will get me back into modern gaming. I don't really think there's anything that will get me back into modern gaming. Not even if games could be backwards compatibility, or if they were more retro based, maybe, but it depends on how they're going to go about that. Or if there were a few remakes from the old games, I'd probably give those a try. But in terms of, I've not even played the Resident Evil 2 or 3 remake yet. So I mean, those games I thought I would have been hopping on as soon as I heard them on release. I would have been purchasing them, but no, I haven't. I've not even played the Resident Evil 2 remake or number 3 with Nemesis, and I love the Resident Evil series. So gaming just feels extremely stale. It doesn't have that amazing level of charm. It doesn't have that. It doesn't grab me as much as the old school retro gaming does. You know what I mean? So with modern gaming, I don't know. Maybe with the Nintendo console, maybe, but with the PS4 and Xbox being the two competitive big game consoles, I don't think I'm really particularly interested, to be honest. I mean, I'm not even going to go next gen. I might get one probably 5 or 6 years later. See, I've got a lot of other games in my collection which I'm more interested in playing than I'm actually getting a new PS5 or the Xbox X. People want to enjoy the Xbox X and the PS5, that's completely up to them. You know, I'm really understanding. If you like the Xbox and PS5, more power to you. But if I can't enjoy the PS4 and the Xbox One that much, even though this is the second time I've had these two consoles, right? I got rid of them the first time and I bought them the second time, and I thought, part of me thought, like, why did I buy them? You know, I want to play with people online, yes, but what else can I do with it? It's kind of boring with the games that I've played as well. I'm just not really a big fan of modern gaming. What's modern now will be retro in the future, yes, but for this particular video and this particular timeline of things, modern and the current gen of things, I'm not really interested. So I don't really think the PS5 and the Xbox will bring me back.Maybe the next Nintendo one, yes, probably. And if that is going to be the case, I look forward to seeing what games Nintendo has to offer, as opposed to the PS4, Sony or Microsoft has to offer. So yeah, that's that. Alright, thank you very much for watching my video, fellow gaming minions. I've been Dr. Virtual. If you do follow me on Twitter and you would like to me make more videos like this, I actually do ask in my Twitter for comments and things when I make a Q&A. Okay? Well, this has been another good old What's Up Doc for a Q&A. It's been great, this. So thank you very much for watching. If you like video, please leave a like. If you dislike it, you dislike it from things that I've said, probably. If you'd like to share it, that would be greatly appreciated, and I will know if you shared it on Twitter, because I've got something that tells me. And yeah, you take good care of yourselves, fellow gaming minions. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comment section, and I'll see you next time.